everyone, welcome to our second live stream assembly. Today, behind the scenes, we have 4 Haywell. Can everyone say hi?
Hi! I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered and pay my respects to elders both past, present and emerging. Now for the national anthem. Can we please have all parents, teachers and students stand up to sing our national anthem?
Great singing, everyone. You got 4 Haywell, you guys have the best singing in the world. But Mr. Scroll, if you're going to sing loud, can you please sing in tune?
Now, here is Paige and Ryan for the Student of the World Awards.
I wonder who's going to win the Kingfisher Awards this week, Paige.
I have no idea.
Well, let's get started. From Foundation, Bennett, well done to Aaliyah Tapetti. From 1 Robinson, Tiara S. From 1 Mac, well done to Matthew Burridge. From 1 Keating, well done to Jackson Pride. From 4 Davis, Majid Islam. From 4 Davis, Kate Stewart. From 4 Haywell, Gemma Gardner. From 4 Haywell, well done to Connor Murray.
You might as well.
From 4 Edwards, well done to Cooper Gamlin.
From 5 Brown, congratulations to Ryan Van Bakel. And from 5 Leader, congratulations to Brady Davis. Awesome job, kids. Now here is Josh and Kayla with the Rosella Awards.
Thanks, guys. Looks like Rosella students have had a nice week. A few awards, here they are. From Foundation Power to Xavier Sperry King. From 1 McCulloch, Lana Horrow. From 3, oh sorry, I missed one. From Prep Frizzell, Mason S. And from 3 Lever, Justice Robertson Tika.
From 3 Piss Stewart, Van Jones. From 3 Hunt, Shauna Patterson. From 4 Utherson, Shamita Ram. And from 4 Utherson, Naomi W. Nice one, Rosella. Now here, oh, sorry. Now here's Olivia and Taya for the Lyrebird Awards.
Lyrebird did awesome this week. Seems like you guys have been doing really well. Okay, congratulations to the following students for their hard work.
From Foundation Head, well done to Cheyenne Telfer. From Year 1 Gale, well done to Caleb P. From 1 McCullough, well done to Tyler Field. From 2 Ty, well done to Alicia Toronto. From 2 Sanders, well done to Marky Walker. From 2 Wilson, well done to Simone Richardson.
From 3 Hunt, well done to Mika L. From 5 Killflail, well done to Liam Parr. And from 5 Lena, well done to Aaron Power.
Wait, Ollie, you forgot one.
Oh, sorry. And from 6 Ulva, well done to Olivia McAllister. Great job, Liberd. Now here's Nada and Ali for the Honey Eater Student of the Weeks.
Wow, it's been a great week this week, and that's why I'm super excited to see who the Honey Eater Student of the Weeks are this week. Let's get started. In Foundation War, to Xander Stoops.
Foundation Murphy, Joelle Amro.
From 1 Edwards, Love Ray.
From 1 De Bruyne, Lakba Sherpa.
From 2 Sproul, to Ethan Kay.
From 3 Gardner, Liam Johnson.
From 5 Smith, April McCall.
Another one from 5 Smith for Gemma Speary.
And from Year 6 McCluskey, Emmy Clark.
I haven't said this in a while, but yeehaw, Honey Eater, another stellar week. Over to Max and Charlotte for the Specialist Awards. Awesome effort from these grades for their awesome behaviour, effort and enthusiasm in these specialist classes. Let's get started with physical education. Goes to 5 Lena and Foundation Murphy. 2 visual arts awards go to 1 Kilfoyle and 1 Gale. 2 performing arts awards go to 1 De Bruin and 5 Brown. Congratulations to all these grades on the specialist awards.
Sorry, also, from before, that was a little blooper there, Student of the World Awards. I'm sure you guys are the best in the world, but I was meant to say Student of the Week Awards.
Sorry, that was a little bit cut off there. Anyways,
As you know, if your house bin has the most amount of rubbish in it, your house gets an extra 5 points. This week, Honey Eater has won the extra 5 points.
in 4th place with 62 points is Rosella.
In 3rd place with 73 points is Liberd.
In 2nd place with 74 points is, drumroll please, Kingfisher.
Which means in 1st place with 89 points is Honey Eater. Erin is sadly away today, so here's Macy and Taylor for the famous Ryland Rules raffle.
Hey Taya, why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know, Macy. Why did it?
To get to the other side.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to laugh at that joke?
Well, anyways, welcome to the Rowan Rules raffle. Taya, would you like to draw the first raffle?
I would love to. From 3 Lever, well done to Andre. Macy, do you want to do the next one?
I most certainly do. The winner of the second Tasty Tuesday voucher is from 2 Gibson. Sorry if I get this wrong. Eknor B.
Okay, Macy, who do you think is going to win the big prize?
I actually have no idea.
Well, let's see.
And then the winner of the grand lunch order voucher is Liam from 5 Kilfoyle.
Now here is Mr. Peterson for his amazing advice.
Good afternoon, everybody! Oh, this is the part where you guys say good afternoon, and it's louder than everybody else out in the school. Ready? Let's try that again. Good afternoon, everybody! Was that a bit loud? It was a bit loud, wasn't it? Guys, let me tell you a little bit of a story about a couple of schools that I know of and the principals that I've met in some of my travels. Before I do that, I'd just like to introduce you to both Caitlin and Charlie, who are with me for a very special reason. Mostly because Caitlin here, she chose to do something that nobody should have to do on their weekend. But it wasn't something that she was forced to do, it was something she chose to do, and I think that's rather marvellous. And that was that she was feeling rather sad about the amount of rubbish that was in our school. Came on the weekend with her dad and picked up multiple bags of rubbish, filled them up. It's kind of sad, not only for her, but for me too, because it's rather disappointing. I've got a lot of pride in this school, and not just on the students in it and the parent community, and of course our wonderful teachers, but the actual environment. And I've also got Charlie here with me today because on the same topic, she's actually written to me, as have a number of students who have put notes in the student voice box about our environment and about the way we're currently treating it, and a few ideas about what we could do next year to improve on that. So should you be responsible for cleaning up all the rubbish, Caitlin?
No.
No. Who should be responsible for that?
All of the people who have rubbish in their hands.
Exactly. And what do you think, Charlie? Should, if we don't pick up that rubbish, is it going to have a negative effect on our environment?
Yes.
And what it could do damage to the creatures in not just around us, but in the sea if that rubbish washes down to the sea, couldn't it?
Yes.
So that's something that, when you've got a few ideas about how we could fix that problem, don't you?
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm going to bring these guys back next year and we're going to explore some of those ideas. But to give you a bit of a heads up, a couple of those schools that I've visited in my own travels who overseas do it a little bit differently than we do here. One school on Tanna Island, which is a third world little nation, part of Vanuatu, one of the 147 islands of Vanuatu. They have no doors and no windows. It's just got holes where there are doors and windows in that school, and they've got clay classroom buildings. You can imagine that the dust from that clay might be rather significant. Those kids the children in those schools, before school starts and at the end of school, are entirely responsible for the cleanliness of their school. And when I visited that school and their principal, I saw firsthand students sweeping out their classrooms and sweeping out the breezeways in between their classrooms as well, and making sure that everything was neat and tidy. I didn't see a single piece of rubbish. Second school was in Japan, and they do exactly the same thing before and at the end of their day. Not only do they clean up the rubbish in their school, but in that school they don't even hire cleaners, because the students recognise that they are as responsible for their environment as anybody else, and they're the ones that are benefiting from it, and they take pride in their school. So they get their hands dirty and are responsible for cleaning it. So there's a little bit of a heads up. We're not going to that extent as straight away, but we are certainly going to be all responsible for our own actions. The very clear message here is pretty simple. We've got heaps of these things around and in big forms outside. And unfortunately, you guys bring heaps of rubbish to school. It's quite simple. If you've got a piece of rubbish, or maybe even 2 pieces of rubbish, simply throw them out. Voila! Just like that. That's it from me. Can we give these guys a round of applause for their efforts and their work in helping our school out, and handing back over to the school captains. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Mr. Peterson. That concludes our second last live assembly.
And remember, everyone, if anyone is being mean to you, remember to dub on those haters. Now, Max, will you do the honours of picking the grade that will come to our last ever live stream assembly of this year next week?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. And the class that will be coming next week to our last ever assembly is, drum roll please, Wonderbrunn. So next week you guys will be attending the assembly and you get to come and watch us behind the scenes.
Thanks, everyone. You may take this opportunity to start watching. Everyone have a fabulous weekend.